Welcome, everyone. We've got a Group A matchup for you here. It's going to be Murder Mastodon taking on King David. Kamikaze Mario kind enough to record this for us, so we'll be watching it from his perspective as he suicides here fairly quickly. Looks like a pretty low aura start for both our members. King David using that speed-up deck that we've seen him use previously. Although, if I do recall, this was actually King David's first match. Murder Mastodon now with +2 damage on. The Tiger Strength looks like he used Mephisto's Pact to find one of the abilities in hand there. King David running around, looks like he's trying to throw a laser, and he eats the 5 damage reincarnation despite the +2 speed. Stays down there as well. Murder hits him with another. We saw it a little bit off screen as he catches him there in the corner. +4 speed now. Uses the key palm, and as soon as David decides to use another ability there next to him, he gets smacked with it for 4 damage. Murder back on the attack, speed running this so far, and is traded back. King David doing some damage there with that Psycho Knife, but he eats another reincarnation. He can't trade any longer. Murder rushing very hard, and he counters after walking the Psycho Knife with a good key palm there. And that will take us to game 2. I don't know what the bans were, so I looks like we had highway ban, so we're going to be on panorama. Couldn't make any call on what the banned maps would be there. King David has expressed that he really doesn't like lane, so he's basically going to ban lane every time, so I guess I could have guessed that, and then we would have to assume Murder has banned highway then as we get underway. Gotta watch the good old suicide here. This is what I end up having to do every game. Another low aura start for both David and Murder. David, it looks like, used a Mephisto's Pact in order to get an extra aura particle, though. Ricochet laser, or maybe that was Thor's hammer. I wasn't able to see. Our volume is very quiet on this video. See, maybe if I turn up my headset, it'll get us up higher. I just hope I remember to turn this down later before I try to do anything else and somebody breaks my eardrums. +1 damage now for David. Possibly using that Scream of Evil deck that we saw him use on Highway previous 2 games. Another Thor's hammer comes down. David doesn't dodge. He's going to continue eating damage. And a third. Connects. And a gravity press. And that'll be it. Murder Mastodon, using just Thor's hammer and a gravity press, manages to take game 2 in lightning fashion with an unorthodox arsenal, showing his versatility here. Man, that looks like a jumper killer too right there. I'd be worried facing that one, honestly. Not a fan. Dawn City, going to be our 3rd map here. Murder looking to take this in a clean sweep now. David fighting to stay alive in this. Uh-oh, Vicious Balance comes down, and the Spectator also hadn't used any aura. What an unfortunate situation there. Looks like they are going to choose to play this out for now. But Murder would be have grounds for a remake if he so chose in this. Took him all the way down to 0 because the Spectator hadn't used any aura. You'll have to remember that one for next time, Mario. I saw you use aura every time but this match. As Spectator, you got to remember to use it. Both players struggling to recover, though. David at 3. I mean, it also kind of hurts David. He may not have expected to go that low, and it might have actually upset his own arsenal just as much as Murder's. So Murder now back at 4, actually recovering more quickly, and uses a level amp. Recovering more quickly than David has, although he's up to 4 himself now. Just got the up-close camera here. Sounds like another level lamp out of Murder. Another heat out of David. Murder looking to hit vibration, it looks like. Now at it, despite the vicious balance. Recovering quite nicely. Didn't seem like he had to overwrite too much. Looking to hit a photon burst or a laser blade. That's my guess right now. Depending on what other school he has. All we've seen so far is optic. Fire Gehenna comes out. Throws out 2. David dodges the first, but is caught by the second. It's a 4 for 6 health trade. Murder has to be careful, as overusing Fire Gehenna can get very expensive on the life pool. Glacial Wall blocks that one, but it's broken. Another heat comes out from David. 2 more Fire Gehennas will spell doom for him if he is unable to dodge them. Reincarnation comes out, doesn't dodge that one. Got a green in Murder's hand, possibly a trance. Paralyzed, actually. Ooh. And despite the Scream of Evil being a good block there, the Muramasa from Murder Mastodon will connect right afterwards. And that'll be a clean 3-0 sweep for Murder Mastodon. We have still yet to have a 3-2 series in this tournament, which is rather bizarre so far, but we still have a lot of big-name matchups that we have yet to see, especially in Group C. There's a big one between Murder and Math. I think a lot of people are anticipating in Group A, and quite a few still left in Group D and Group B as well. But Group A, just want to give a shout-out to all you guys. You've been doing an excellent job at getting your matches in, and I do really appreciate it, as the other groups are likely to be trying to squeeze in matches later on, so it helps me balance things and not have everybody playing all at once. I do believe that does it for us tonight, unless we have anybody else playing much later. This will be our last match, and thank you guys for tuning in.